and pretend like you're interested.
All right.
Just don't be like.
I'll be like, I'll adjust the knobs on this.
Pretend like you're a fan of Slayer.
Okay.
Like you like metal. Yeah.
All right.
Like Kerry King's not your dad.
That would be awesome, though.
No, it wouldn't. You'd be taller than him.
Yeah, probably true. Yeah, hello everybody, George from Beau Guitars.
And I'm Harry.
And today we're taking a look at the KHDK Paranormal Parametric EQ signature pedal from Gary Holt from Exodus and Slayer.
Oh, I was about to ask you who that was, because I don't know.
I should have said Slayer first. I don't want to upset Kerry King behind me.
Yes, we have Kerry King with us today. He's blessing the video.
That's right.
He's got to be in every Marshall/Slayer related video due to contract. So
absolutely. We have a tasty little treat for you here today. Like I was saying, the Paranormal Parametric EQ Overdrive. Basically, this thing is mimicking a piece of gear or two pieces of gear of Gary Holt's over the years, an EQ and an overdrive. And Paranormal Parametric EQ Overdrive. It's pretty menacing looking. As you could see, the eyes light up with upside down crosses. Very, very tasteful. We have a couple of sliders right here. We got the volume to your left. We have the mids to your right. Bass to the left, which is here. Then we have your tone, frequency, drive, and bandwidth. Vanna, explain to us how.
How does the mid-range on this work? Well, your slider controls the amount of mids you're going to have in there.
Which is to your right.
Your
frequency
control does anywhere from, I think, 60 to 8,000 or 600 to 8,000.
Something like that.
And then your bandwidth, what that does is it narrows how much of that particular frequency you picked is going to boost or cut. So if your bandwidth is real small, that means you're only removing that frequency. If your bandwidth is real wide, you're actually removing more frequencies to the left and right of it on the spectrum. So if you're let's say taking out 1K, you're also taking out 750 and maybe 1200, depending on how wide your bandwidth is set.
That's right. And it's black. Oh my God, it's black.
It's black. It's got a single toggle foot switch.
Let's talk about the secret control.
And there's a special control knob on the back that we have this one open so that you can see it. And Bald Vanna White will show you what's going on.
Right here, you could see on the back this little circuit board, he has written, "Give me crunch or give me death." But more importantly,
more metal than that.
Right here is that trim pot we're talking about right here. So basically, it's from what we can hear, it gives you more gain.
Yeah.
You can even hear in the hiss in the amp,
So we'll actually just demo that right now. So
this is to zero.
So same frequency, same settings on the pedal, and we're just going to go.
I'm going to show you what it's like with the knob all the way to the left and all the way to the right.
Correct.
Right now, we're all the way to the left.
Now, the pedal normally comes somewhere in the middle. Some guys say that it's about 20%. Some guys say it's about 50%. But, we want as much gain as we want out of this thing. So, obviously, we're turning it up all the way.
So, you want me to turn it up all the way now then?
No, just keep it half? Keep it all the way down.
Okay, now it's all the way.
And then we'll work our way up.
All right, now. Just go halfway. Just go all the way. Show you the difference. Back to half. Back to 0. Now to full.
Now the pedal's pretty powerful. As you can see, we only have the volume of the pedal less than half. We're trying to run the amp as clean as possible. It's an 800, so you get what you get with an 800. It's not really the cleanest amp in the world.
Love the way it sounds, though. It's classic.
It's classic, and it's your classic Kerry King, all Slayer amplifier. This is the Kerry King signature head, so
it's been blessed by Satan.
It does have a little bit of a different circuit in here. When you engage the beast mode, there's a gate with an assault, which gives you a little bit more gain, and it also mimics his old school Boss rack mount EQ that later they made the MXR, the KFK EQ. So like I said, we have the volume pretty low, but if you crank this thing, it is insane. We have the bass up all the way because we're obviously not running the amp full on.
Yeah. Excuse me. Back to it.
We're not running the amp full on. So we have the bass up all the way, where normally if you were playing it at full stage volume, you'd probably pull the bass down.
It's going to get a little woofy.
And we have the tone down because when you run an 800 at the volume we're running it for this, it tends to get a little thin. So we got the tone backed up a little bit. And as always, I'm always scooping the mids out.
Of course.
Trying to get those out. It does sound great when you're playing it on top of a heavily distorted amp. You can sort of like
articulate a little
bit more. You get a little bit more clarity. And if you're not really getting the mid-range out of the amp that you want for either a particular part or a solo, that's where the pedal really shines. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple pedal. You can dial it in pretty fast, even though it's got a lot of knobs on it.
Yeah.
You can sense where you like your tone. It's pretty quick. It's not very.
The knobbage is high.
The knobbage is high.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's not like you're like, oh, I don't really hear a difference between this and this. I mean, you hear it when you're sweeping through the bandwidth.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you're sweeping through the frequency control. But
by the way, this is my amp, the Kerry King.
That's not his amp. This is my amp. George has been wanting this amp for a while since he sold his.
Yes.
He's a sucker for selling his.
Don't worry though, she'll be coming back home to Papa.
Yeah, $2,000, and I'll let you have it.
Let's hear some more tones out of this thing. Let's hear what it would sound like stacked onto like a distorted tone. Let's hear that.
Yeah, so let's kick in the.
You're engaging the beast?
We're engaging beast mode, which, like I said, has a built-in gate and more gain and a built-in EQ that he's already kind of like pre-programmed the.
It's pre-curved, the frown face.
Pre-curved.
Right? Isn't the frown or is it the smile?
No, it's the other way.
Oh.
Because Kerry King doesn't scoop the mids; he boosts the mids.
Ah.
It would be nice if I turned up the guitar.
That'd be nice too. Yeah, listen to that. Let me show you with the pedal off.
So I would say if you really want to run the pedal by itself, it can definitely give you some tones.
It's like 800-y sound. Like it gets a little, maybe that gain territory.
Yeah. But I mean, definitely running another pedal in front of it.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a distortion pedal. Today we got a lot louder than you. Oh. Where's your mic? Where's it? Up your Jesus Christ, why is the mic on your dude?
Why does you hear the sound?
Oh, this whole time I've been putting it here, man.
Putting it in the wrong spot.
I was like, I'm not even talking that much louder. When he adjusts it out here, it's so funny. Stretches collar out more.